Hi, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your June 16th to the 30th, 2023 reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. By doing so, you let the YouTube algorithm know that you really appreciate this video, this type of content, and you help me be seen by more people getting on the YouTube algorithm's radar. So thank you so much for doing so. You guys are absolutely amazing. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will all be listed in the description box below. Now, before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. So let's see here, Aquarius, the energy that we have to be mindful of during this time. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. Okay, the Nine of Wands reversed. Here, this is like in the upright position, it's being able to withstand a bombardment, right? Having kind of people come at you and you're able to stand your ground. You're tired, you're overwhelmed. It reversed. It's kind of like you'll falter. It's a sense of, well, I'll start questioning. Am I right? Am I not right? Am I doing the right thing? Am I moving forward the right way? Or, you'll start taking it into you, attacks, negative comments, and being like, well, how can I change in order to make everybody else happy? And Spirit's like, be very mindful of that because you will never be able to please everyone. You never will be. One of the things that we have to realize, as we're moving forward in this life, it's like, am I happy? Am I, connecting with the people who are nearest and dearest to me in my life? And am I moving forward in that way, in kindness and in compassion for me and for my world? So just know that there's a feeling of being attacked, a feeling of being overwhelmed. It doesn't mean that it will happen a lot, but even if it's something very small, we can take it very personally and just think, oh, I just have to change everything about me. I just have to, be what everybody else wants me to be, even if that's not what I want to be at all. Let's see what Spirit has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Here we have light reversed. And so Spirit just said, it's the darkness. So yeah, of course, the opposite of light is dark. When we have light reversed, we can want everything to be super illuminated, but it's going into the quiet nothingness. And it's asking silence what it means, which, sounds very poetic, but it's like, okay, silence, quiet. How do I move forward? Where are the answers coming from? What is it that I'm supposed to be learning or supposed to be connecting with here? And it's not going to be illuminated. It's going to be something very small. But it's kind of like when your angels start talking to you, right? It starts small. It starts in the quiet, usually as we're waking up from dreams, right? It starts small. And that's going to be a very powerful way forward for us. So just know here, we're going to want everything to be super illuminated. It's just not going to be. It's going to be a lot quieter. Let's see what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides, angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Oh, that's so okay. So what's so interesting here and why I laugh is because it's like, of course, right? You have two gifts coming in from divinity. You have the Ace of Cups and you have the Ace of Pentacles. You have the King of Pentacles and you have the King of Cups, meaning that you're going to take these gifts. Are you going to know that you take them? No, because we're crowned with the Three of Swords: heartbreak, pain, and disappointment. You can be going through a tough time, and respecting your emotions, respecting yourself, knowing that life, as cliche as it sounds, is seasons, right? And we can go through seasons of sorrow, seasons of peace, seasons of beauty, seasons of ugliness. And here with the Three of Swords, it's looking at the hurt and the pain, and it's looking at what has held you back in your life. The heartbreaks that we have had, the devastations that we have had, the questionings. And this has stopped us. And now we're going to be saying, but how do I move forward for me? And the first thing that we need to do is name our pain, whether it makes sense or whether it doesn't. Whether you'll sit there and be like, oh my gosh, if I told this to anybody, they'd all laugh at me. That's fine. Let them laugh. Here, there is a sense of I need to slow down and connect. And I need to see the pain that has hurt me, that has overwhelmed me, the doubt that, is a part of me. And I need to name it. Because God, Source, Spirit, however we see the divine, the universe, is handing us a gift of healing, beautiful love. We're not taking it yet. And that's okay. That is okay. Because these gifts, they don't just disappear. They stay with us. And it's like, okay, are you ready now? During this time, we have two gifts coming in, of healing and of prosperity. Which, I mean, the question is, why wouldn't we take either one of these instantaneously? It's not a conscious choice. It's because of the pain that we're going through. It's like, no, I'm not ready, right? I'm here trying to figure out how I can better myself to be what everybody wants me to be or to solve every problem. And I'm not turning into the quiet of my angels, the quiet of my spirit guides, the quiet of my soul. And so with the Ace of Cups reversed, know that you can be weepy. You can feel overwhelmed. You can be carrying a lot emotionally. But the King of Cups has you taking this gift. And it's not going to be instantaneously during this time. It's not going to be like, woohoo, this is super easy. No, it's a little bit more challenging. The gift is coming in. The emotions run high. There's a sense of questioning. There's a sense of, kind of traversing everybody else's emotions and also coming to terms with our own that maybe we don't fully understand all the time. And the only reason why I kind of laugh is because Spirit's like, you're not supposed to understand your emotions all the time. You're not in full control. This is a spiritual journey, and Spirit will guide you and send you on twists and turns that sometimes our rational mind is like, well, what the heck is going on here? I was fine yesterday. Embracing the heart, working with the heart chakra, embracing love. One of the simplest things you can do. And I was talking to a master of Qigong, and he said, smile. And I was like, yeah, okay, smile. Everybody says smile. That's great. I was I was listening to him, but I was like, oh man, smile again. And he said, you have meridian points, in your jaw. You have meridian points in your lips. For your jaw, it's for your liver. For your lips, it's for your pancreas. Your liver holds your anger. Your pancreas holds your worry. You start to smile. You release anger and you release worry. And if you're like me and you have TMJ, I didn't realize how tight my jaw was. I started to smile the first couple of days. It actually really hurt. And I am a pretty pleasant person. So I usually have a smile on my face, but it wasn't the same as actively saying, no, I'm going to choose to smile because I'm doing it for me, not for anybody else. I'm doing it for me. And we can find that through the simple act of smiling, the simple act of connecting with our hearts more and more and saying, what do I love? What do I need? What's important to me? That's important. And now I move forward in love, in compassion, in what my heart desires. And I'm opening my heart to the world. And at first, we're not going to see the gift that's coming, but we're going to know I need to live in an example of what I want. Meaning, just moments in the day to say, okay, is this how I want to live? Is this the beauty I want in my life? Is this how I want to color my world? It brings us to the King of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. God, Source, Spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, again, handing us a gift, prosperity, and success. A lot of it coming through our dreams. If we're getting crummy night sleeps, we need to work on getting better night sleeps, which sounds, super like duh to do, but it's hard. It's like, okay, well, what can I do to get a better night's sleep? Is it doing Qigong before I go to bed? Is it, doing yoga? Is it meditating? What is it that I can do to really open up my my prosperity to me and my dreams to me? Because the King of Pentacles is seen as prosperous. We are seen as prosperous. We're seen as loving. We're seen as somebody who leads by example of the heart. And people will be like, well, I'd like to kind of live in the emotional integrity of an Aquarius. And, excuse me, and the financial prosperity of an Aquarius during this time. We're not seeing the gift. We're not seeing moving forward in our prosperity, in our success, in our bounty. It's almost like, well, just a little bit further, just a little bit more, I'll be able to get there. Just a. And it's like, stop. It is time to connect with your root chakra, with the root of who you are, with what you want, and where you're headed in life. Divinity is handing you a gift. You're not going to see it yet. Emotionally, you can feel like everything's topsy-turvy. You can feel like finances kind of out of control. Everybody's talking, scary things in the financial world and in, the markets and everything like that. And it's like, okay, am I going to live in fear? Or am I going to be wise about money? Yes, absolutely. But not let the fear drag me down. There's a new chapter of your prosperity coming in. Now it's time to get back to being a prosperous individual. Not meaning, spending all the money. It means taking care of yourself. The earth sign energies, when we have the King of Pentacles show up, when we have the Queen of Pentacles show up, they need to dress for success. That very much embodies an earth sign energy, right? So we can have earth sign energy in our chart that we're kind of ignoring. So here, it's very important to dress well. Not always our Sunday best type of thing, but dress well. For a lot of us, we've, with everything that's happened, over the last couple of years, right? We've stopped dressing the way, or a lot of us, I know I have, right? Stopped dressing the way that usually would to go out because I wasn't going anywhere. So here it's like getting back into that routine, that pattern of I matter and I'm dressing for me. I'm fixing my hair for me. I'm wearing those shoes for me. And it doesn't have to be anything fancy. You don't have to wear heels or anything like that. It could just be things that you're always like, oh, well, it's not a special day. I'm not going anywhere. I don't need to get that outfit. I don't need to be doing that. It's like, yes, you do, for you. Because you're reclaiming your prosperity. And visually, that's going to be astoundingly important during this time, Aquarius. Astoundingly important. And then emotionally, putting a smile on our face, checking into our emotions, saying, okay, if I'm feeling overwhelmed with all the noise that's around me, right? We could have kids, we could have this, we could have that. Maybe I don't, try to drown it out by more noise in my headphones, right? Maybe I start to just breathe and connect within myself and calm myself down instead of adding to the noise and adding to the chaos. So here with the King of Cups, it's like I become very aware of the prosperity of me as an individual and the prosperity of my heart. And then that starts calling in these gifts. And then all of a sudden, the sadness that we feel, the overwhelmedness that we feel, we look at and we name it and we say, you know what? This is hurt. This is pain. This is feeling like I was stabbed in the back. This is feeling overwhelmed. We can even be regretting things that we've done years ago or over the past 3 years, hurts and pains that have come in. And now it's like, but I'm not ruled by that anymore. This doesn't get to be the main highlights of my story. This is just, if you're reading a book or you're watching a movie, you need the heartbreaks and pains and disappointments to keep you interested in the character, or else they're just, that perfect, aspirational person that nobody can be and kind of gets annoying after a while, right? It's kind of like a Mary Jane, right? Is that what it's called in books? Tell me if I'm wrong. I forget what it is. In for guy characters, but it's like that sense of like, just, oh, you're just perfect, like there's nothing you can do wrong, you're just perfect. So here it's understanding, okay, this is adding spice and dimension to my story, which maybe I don't want, but when I look back at it, I'll be very proud that I've overcome this, that I've, moved forward in this way. It moves us to our subconscious energy to be mindful of. And this is the hangman. We're seeing things differently. We saw things differently and now we're seeing things differently again. And we could be like, well, I have to go back to the way I was seeing it before, or this isn't quite right. And Spirit's like, why? Look at things differently, but don't get so caught up with, well, it's not just like this, or it's not just like that, or, oh, I changed my mind here. And that wasn't good. I have to stay towards these old beliefs or this old way of doing things. Let yourself just be. Each day, let yourself just be. I heard a quote, and I know it can sound terribly macabre, but I found it terribly beautiful. And what it says is, you don't just live one life. You have a life every single day you wake up, right? And you can choose a different way to express your life every single moment. You only have one death, though. So here, it's not, well, I only have one life. It has to be just like this. It's like, no, it's forever changing. You're forever growing. You're forever becoming. Let yourself embrace that change, because here, it's like, I'm afraid of it or I'm overwhelmed by it. Our subconscious spirit message is rebirth. No, it's not rebirth. It's radiant. There we go. It's radiant. And this is letting yourself shine, because Aquarius, you deserve to shine. That's it. Let yourself shine. Do things that you love, whether people get it or they don't. Just let yourself shine. And do it for you. Don't do it for anybody else. Our subconscious tarot message is the 10 of Wands reversed. We are releasing so much, so much pain, so much hurt, so much disappointment, the weight that we've been carrying. We've accumulated it. When you see little kids sitting there laughing, having fun, they haven't accumulated the pain that adults have. But there's no reason why we all can't be as joyous as children. We just get caught. We get caught like a record on skip, right? We get caught in the pain, in the hurt, in the disappointment. It's right here. And this is a time subconsciously where we're like, no, I'm done with this. I want to release this. So that can also be a bit of a battle that we're going through during this time, that we want to release the weight that we're carrying, but we're stuck in it. And until we name it, until we see it and we say, listen, I see you, I know you, I'm not ruled by you anymore. It's like a record on repeat. It's time to release, because we're being weighed down. We can see it. We can see it in our posture. You can kind of see when you start to lean over all the time like a C. We can see it in our posture. We can see it in our shoulders slumping. We can see it. If you need to, massaging your C7 in the back of your spine, just connecting you with the divine element, just connecting you with the divine knowledge, that it can be so beneficial during this time, Aquarius. So beneficial. All right, Aquarius. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I'm sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. Because seriously, Aquarius, my gosh, can you shine? I mean, seriously, just brilliantly during this time. All right, so let's take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Aquarius. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. God bless. Bye.